The women in fashion are completely brilliant. If you think of Miuccia Prada and Donatella and Phoebe Philo and Dilara and Vivian, obviously she was amazing. So it is probably unbalanced, but fashion is quite a brutal place in some ways, and so it's hard to find your, fight your way and stay there. But I always think it's important to look at the work and then celebrate that artist. Sometimes you can't see properly if it's the balance is about gender or something else. It's sort of slightly confusing, but I think women, we find other ways to insert ourselves at the top. Before, people just weren't interested, and now people are interested. Oh, who made this? Who are they? How do they fit into the ecosystem of fashion? And there's more openness and willingness to include more people. And that's the beginning of being inclusive, is the willingness to involve other people and take more, risks. Or, they're not risks, but just like go beyond the accepted thing. Some weird thing about fashion that once you're in, you're in. I never really want to go out because I worry I'd just wear a sleeping bag all day, but I want to have stuff I have to do, and it makes me work don't be, push yourself a little bit more, try this, try that, and that's always, that goes everywhere. And sometimes I see things, I see details, and I think, oh my God, I must do that stitch detail, I must do that tiny stripe, I must try this, I must do a looser trouser because Stefano Pilati looked so cool when he was lying on the sofa. And so those things, I think, they keep you connected to life, and I just want everything to keep me connected to life. In my childhood was very kind of chaotic and disordered, and I wanted to be like everybody else in how I looked, because I knew I would never feel like everybody else. And also I loved in the way boys looked, the way if they had a shirt and a tie, that if they loosen the tie, the whole look would be wow, they look wild. And I liked the way you could make these small adjustments, and everyone had the same clothes and how they customized that. And I've always liked that. And then I like wearing a tailored suit because I feel I don't want to look at all masculine, but I like the way boys look, because boys look more like girls, and I like this kind of close thing. And I always find that very charming and quite sexy as well, when it's what's coming up. And so that probably informs a lot of my how I start to work. And I just think there's something totally disarming about a woman who is disguised in a boyish suit, a boyish demeanor, and how then you notice the feminine elements and how appealing that is, and how attractive. And so that's my particular thing. So I thought I'd resort to my favorite kind of school uniform type of look, which makes me feel hidden but visible in the way that I want to be. So that's why I chose it. And this jumper is one of the first things I designed that was quite a success. So yeah, I always wear what I make, apart from my shoes. Even my socks, well, not these ones, but sometimes I design my socks too. But So it makes me feel like if I don't wear my clothes, then there must be something wrong with them. So I need to test them out always. And so I'm still wearing them. So that's hopefully a good sign. Back in the day, the message was growth, bigness. Yes. And actually, when things have been difficult, the smallness of my company has meant I can survive. I can be like one of those molecules that I can reform, and I actually quite enjoy that. I enjoy the freedom, and I watch how kind of difficult it is to be in those houses, and the compassion and the heart that's extended is limited. It's like being in the gladiator ring. It's like while you're winning, everyone loves you. One tiny thing wrong, you're dead. You're out, and that's not good for ideas. So, and it also means, I suppose, the way I've been working means I've been able to do these other things that I really enjoy, and so I'm quite happy about the way my career has kind of evolved by sort of almost default. But the most important thing is that you just keep working at it, and then something emerges.